All right, today we're going to demonstrate the bullseye. And this is an example of a bullseye. This is it shrunk down, small enough to meet our criteria. So the way we're going to do that is you start with your center snake. That will be your dominant color usually. So if you need a control color and how it will turn out on your bottle, if you're doing a realistic object like the sky and you want blue to be more dominant, then you can, the bullseye is a good choice. Okay, so there's your center color, and then the next color, realize that the diameter of this is going to get bigger because you're going to wrap other clay around it. Okay, now I just want a thin little line of brown, so I'm going to go paper thin like I did when I did the pin rolls. So you go paper thin with your brown, and remember turn it over each time. You'll lay your center snake on here, and you're going to cut it to fit this. So we want it that same length. And then clean off one of your ends, cut it, and then that's where you're going to start the wrap, and this is going to roll around. When it touches, you're going to lay it back down and cut it. All right, so it just meets up. If it doesn't meet, you've cut it a little short, just stretch it a little bit, and it'll be fine. Okay, so there we've got our first color around the orange, and our orange dominates. And then we're going to roll out our second color. And remember, you thumb pad these down so you're not having to use the rolling pin as much, other than just to straighten it out. And I would like to have this off-white be a little thicker than my brown line. So we lay this down, trim your edges. Start with a clean cut at the end, and then roll it around, and again trim off where it touches, and then just kind of pull it together. And I've got a little overhang on the ends, so I can trim that off. Now, notice how much bigger around that is. So for our criteria, 1/4 of an inch, you're going to stretch it out the same way you did your pin rolls, just kind of pinch in the middle. This one you can get by with rolling because there's really not a pattern through the middle that you're going to skew. So then when you go to cut it, again, paper thin, and that's what we have then. So you'll put it on your bottle. Remember, you rock your fingers back and forth to get it to stay, and then flatten it out from there. So that's your bullseye. Cut.